Hi everyone, this is another interesting one. Hi Claire, why look at the mechanics of how life works? Why can't we listen and study more of just how to be rather than look at the mechanics of how our own system works? Um, because it just doesn't make sense to start there. It doesn't make sense to try to be something without understanding what it is that's trying to be it, even, or even what that being is. It's so let's so if we say so if we look at a lot of the self-help books, a lot of them talk about how to be happy, and being happy is a pretty universal human goal, we could say. It's what has brought a lot of people into this conversation. How can I be happy? So being happy without looking at anything other than that surface level, face value, um, attempt to secure ongoing happiness, an ongoing experience of happiness, and to continually exclude any experience or any possibility of an experience even of not being happy. So all of the emotions that are categorized as not happy, I don't know, angry, sad, depressed, anxious, envious, um, miserable, disappointed, all of that has to go. So there's just the search to be happy. And we could put any word: rich, successful, loved, desired, beautiful, calm, peaceful, and any word instead of happy. But we'll just take happy because it's such a universal desire. When the seeking is at face value like that, and there's no inquiry into what really is going on, what creates the experience of life, what is it that's feeling happy, what even is happy, when it's just an attempt to be something, and we look at all the books, and we're life becomes this ongoing vigilance around this one emotion, one experience that has to be put in place. Because if I'm not happy, I'm a failure. If I'm not happy, there's something really wrong with me. There's something wrong with life. There's something wrong with the way I'm living. Everything is based around that, and it becomes um it becomes a sort of form of control and vigilance and obsession, even, really, because it's not just being happy now, it represents me. This is what I want to be, and if I am happy, then I'm succeeded as a person. I'm I exist in the way that I need to exist. And it means that any even when there is a feeling of happiness, there's this knowing that's not going to last. That in the next minute I could not be happy. In the next minute someone could say something to me that makes me really deeply unhappy. And so even in the midst of happiness, it contains the possibility and the absolute definite um, predictability of not being happy. And so all this control, all this vigilance, all it's doing is maintaining in place the opposite of what is desired. Whereas a an understanding of what is really going on, what the mechanics of being really are, which means a deep inquiry into what is that I? What is that I that would try to secure a certain emotion or a certain experience, or that has to be protected by not feeling certain things, or not having certain things said to it. What is that I? What's it made of? Where does it exist even? What is it that would control emotions? What are emotions? Why is it necessary to have some and avoid others? What creates experience? Where does all of this reality appear from? What's making it that way? And these questions are creating absolute sanity, because now the mind, instead of being used as like a futile, completely futile control device, an obsessive seeker trying to fix in place certain experiences, completely futile attempt to do that. Instead of that, the mind, the superpower mind, is now being used to really genuinely inquire into the whole nature of existence, into like really the deepest, most profound revelation of what we are. And the irony is that through that inquiry, control goes, vigilance goes. There's all the beliefs that were kept in place from that unquestioned need to protect the me through controlling experience. All of that is seen for what it is, disappears. And what's revealed through that inquiry is happiness. This is the irony. Is peace, is wealth, is abundance, is success, is the truth of life. It's all there, not as the constructs of what they mean in relation to securing a separate self. So happiness, in terms of a lived experience that is the only experience that this separate identified me can have, that's gone out of the window. And instead, what remains is this ecstasy, even bliss, joy of openness to whatever emotions come through. And that's the sort of fundamental of happiness that is completely missed when everything is taken at this surface level of what I think I want, because that will in some way secure the separate identity, secure the separate me. So useless, pointless, and we've done it all our lives, tried to go in that direction, tried to create the things, be a certain way, so that ego, that identity is going to finally be secure and stabilized and loved enough and valued enough, worthy enough, successful enough that it will never ever again have a bad experience or a bad emotion. Pointless, futile, waste of time, waste of energy, never going to be achieved, only creates everything that is least wanted. We've done it all our lives, and the mind goes in a total spiral with that, down and down, re-traumatizing itself over and over and over again. And instead, now let's use the mind, use that ability to inquire for truth, for really exploring what we are, what the world is, what experience really is, what is there to protect. Yeah. So hopefully that was emphatic enough. Yeah, thank you so much. Lots of love. Bye.